I'm like legit the perfect wifey. I don't want to toot my own horn or anything. I mean, there are a lot of things that I gotta work on as an individual here, which, you know, we'll get to later in videos, but I am probably the best wifey you could have, because like I will make you the most perfect dinner ever, and then like I'll give you a blowjob under the table while you're eating it. So, I mean, who doesn't want that? Hey everybody, welcome to Olives and Orgasms. I'm Ellie, and it's been a hot minute. Like I said, summer is always a super busy time, so it's a bit difficult for me to film, but today I've got some time and I wanted to talk to you guys about something today. Maybe a little bit of a rant, I don't know, but it's about marriage. It seems to be a hot topic in the comments, is marriage and kids and family and blah, blah, blah. I did a video a couple of weeks ago about that I'm going to hell, according to some of you. And I thought they were good content to share, so I did. Very comedic humor. And as time goes on, I am getting more comments, mostly from men, if not only from men, shaming me and talking about how I'm a dirty, lonely, slutty whore and no man is ever gonna wanna marry me, and I'm wasted goods, and I'm never gonna find love, and I'm gonna grow up to be an old, lonely, bitter woman with no family, no kids, never knowing what true love is. And I find that fucking hilarious. I don't like to give time to the negative comments and kind of have to justify myself with them. But I feel like this one is particularly important to talk about because I find it funny how they kind of like share this knowledge with me, thinking that they're doing me a favor to let me know, and I'm gonna read it and be like, oh, you know what? They're right. I'm never gonna find a husband. Who's gonna wanna put a ring on my finger? I want to get married. I want to have kids. I want to live in a house with a white picket fence. Like, just FYI, guys, no, that's not what I want, okay? Maybe that's what you want, and maybe that's what you have, and maybe you're in denial, and you're like in your home with your like white picket fence and your kids and your family, and you're on YouTube at like 2 in the morning looking up videos about threesomes and such to get a little bit of an escape, and you're so angry that you can't participate in them, so you just hate on other people. So yeah, sorry, this is a little bit of a rant. I don't want to give the haters time, but whatever. I'm gonna stop talking about them, and I'm gonna talk about me. And I'm gonna talk about what I think about marriage, what I think about kids, what I want, my experience, and so on, and share a little bit more information with you guys about me and my values and my wants and my needs and all that stuff. So I grew up not dying to get married or have kids. You know, I was in a long-term relationship for about 7 or 8 years. And I was in love and I was young, you know, I think we had started dating when I was like 18 or 19. So like, I didn't really have that much experience. I didn't really know any better. And I was very committed to my partner because I'm very loyal. Loved him. He was my first love. And, you know, as things progressed, we were together for a really long time. Just like, you know, both of us were kind of young and naive, and we're like, okay, well, you know, like the next natural step is just, you know, I get proposed to in Mexico with a ring. I call all my friends. Oh my God, I'm engaged. Like, when's the wedding? And then I'm like, I don't even know if I wanted to have a wedding or get married, but like now I'm kind of in this. So like, yeah, I guess we'll plan a wedding. And then it kind of spiraled into this like wedding dress, bridesmaids dresses, venues, food, invites, family drama, blah, 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 blah. Anyways. The end of that story is that no, I did not end up getting married. We broke up, I don't know, a couple months before the wedding. Like I said, we were young and emotionally immature. So in terms of being able to communicate effectively with your partner. Like, I didn't know how to do that and he didn't know how to do that. So whenever we got into arguments, we just like didn't know how to talk and how to solve them. So it just didn't work out in the end. And I'm really grateful that it didn't, because had we gotten married, like who the fuck knows what would have happened, you know? Like, you know, I still think he's a great guy. I really loved the relationship that we had, but that was in the past and I learned a lot from it. And, you know, after that experience, it kind of reaffirmed to me that, you know, like I'm not really looking to get married and I don't really want to have kids. Like I never really had that urge, that maternal instinct to like birth my own child at all. And I don't particularly like children. You know, I get really uncomfortable around babies, and people think that's funny because I worked with kids, not just like any kids, but kids with special needs, like kids on the spectrum requiring a whole other level of love and support, okay? I've done that for about 10 years and I did it with all my heart. I did it with all my love. I put all my like emotional, mental, and physical abilities like into it. And I loved what I did and I loved the kids that I worked with, you know? But when I left my job, I was like, I don't really want to be around kids. I don't have a particularly yearning to like be with kids at all. No. And as a woman, there is definitely this underlying pressure from the world to have to get married and have kids and, you know, not wait to be so old to have kids and blah, 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 blah. But, you know, like, just let us live our lives. Let us be free. I love my life. I have fun. I get to see the world. I have great people in my life. And we should just be free to do what we want. Anyways, if I'm certain about anything in my life, it's that I don't want to have children. I want to be free. I want to be able to travel. I really like working and having projects, and that's how I like to live my life. So, you know, if you don't like that, then like, don't watch my videos. That's it. I think for me, part of my destiny is not to have kids and get married, but I'm meant for something else, and that's okay. And I also think that, like I said before, I've worked with kids so much in my life, and I gave so much of myself to them and to the families that I worked with, that whatever maternal instinct or feelings or whatnot I had inside of me, I passed it on to families and kids who needed an extra support, and that's my gift to them. That I gave them my maternal energy for those children and those families. That's how I see it, and I'm perfectly okay with that. But I don't want my own kids. No, I don't want to birth my own children. I'm sorry if actually no, I shouldn't even say I'm sorry. I'm challenging your conservative views, but that's just what it is. Everyone's different and we just have to accept that. So that's my stance on kids. And then when it comes to marriage, like I said as well, that experience reaffirmed to me that I don't particularly have a yearning to get married. So just to give you guys a little backstory about my childhood. So yes, my parents are divorced. I wasn't surrounded in an environment with a mom and dad and white picket fence and happy family. My family definitely has its issues, but I'd like to think that I came out of that as a healthy, rational, happy human being. And I do have a lot of healthy relationships in my life. So if any of you are going to say, oh, she comes from a broken home and she hasn't had proper influence and blah, 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 is what has affected me in terms of not wanting to get married, I think that's complete bullshit. And I wasn't raised with a religious upbringing either. So my mom's Jewish, my dad's Catholic. They got married in a very traditional way. Didn't work out. We weren't raised as either, which I'm quite happy about because it allowed me as an individual to grow up and figure out my own beliefs. And this is what I believe. I don't believe that getting married is the all and be all. The only thing that is important to me is that I am happy regardless. I don't think getting married and being miserable for the rest of your life is the way to live. Not that I'm saying that everyone who's married is miserable. there are a lot of very happy married couples out there, and that's fine. And there is also a lot of very happy unmarried couples out there as well. So can we just live our lives happy and how we want? You know, I went through a phase where I wanted to have a non-committed relationship. I just wanted to have friends, good people in my life that I connected with, that we support each other professionally and personally. You know, we would have intimacy as well, but it wouldn't really go beyond that. And you know, I'm a free bird. I love to travel and have, you know, my independency. And you know, I've had a lot of really positive romantic relationships in my past, so I'm not fucking jaded or anything like that. I'm like legit the perfect wifey. I don't want to toot my own horn or anything. I mean, there are a lot of things that I gotta work on as an individual here, which, you know, we'll get to later in videos, but I am probably the best wifey you could have, because like I will make you the most perfect dinner ever, and then like I'll give you a blowjob under the table while you're eating it. So, I mean, who doesn't want that? Anyways, when it comes to marriage, no, I'm not interested in getting married. I don't want to have a ring around my finger. I don't care about a ring. I don't care about a piece of paper. All I care about is love, respect, and communication. I have a very healthy relationship with my partner. We love each other very much. It's probably one of the most romantic, respectful, loving, reciprocating relationships I have ever been in. And I've had some pretty good relationships in the past. So I don't think I'm lacking in that area. I have plenty of love and support from pretty incredible people. And I have been really lucky in life and surrounded myself with a lot of very good friends, a very good support system, lots of love, a great community. And I really doubt that I'll end up a bitter, old, lonely woman. But I can't say the same for you, but that's my situation and I'm pretty happy with it. So the next time you decide to go on one of my videos and start ranting to me about how I'm gonna become like a withered old woman who's never gonna find love and who's like never gonna get married and no man is ever gonna want me, like just save it for somebody else, please, because it's a joke. It's a joke, really. You're just wasting your time. I also want to state that if you do want kids and you want children and you want to have a beautiful home and a white picket fence and you want to get married and you want to do all those things, then do it. I'm not going to sit here and shame you for doing that. I respect your choices. Live your life how you want to live, and I'll live mine the way that I want to live mine. So that's it. That's my rant on marriage and kids. And if you agree, great. If you don't agree, then whatever. You can keep telling me I'm gonna be a withering old woman that no one's ever gonna love. And that's it. So thank you guys so much for your support as always. Again, summer is such a crazy season for me, so I can't wait to get through it, and I can't wait for you to come with me to the exciting places that I'll be going to in the fall, because one thing you guys don't know about me is I travel quite a bit. And so I will be relocating for a little while in the fall from Canada to definitely somewhere sunny, definitely somewhere with the beach. We'll keep you guys posted, and we'll take you on that journey with us. So, mwah.